Alright guys, in this one I'm going to talk to you about how I made over $100,000 in my first 6 months selling on Amazon. So I first heard about Amazon FBA through someone who reached out to me on a website called Upwork.com, which if you don't know what that is, it's a freelance website. If you have a skill that someone can hire you for, a company can hire you for, you can put up a profile on that website. They can search you out and find you, and you can also search out different jobs and different projects. Anyways, it's a place to land clients, and that's what I was on there doing. For Kickstarter, I'd done a couple successful Kickstarter campaigns, and then put up a profile on there to see if I could find other people that were interested and needed help with Kickstarter campaigns. So anyways, I had someone reach out to me on Upwork.com, and he was interested in what I was doing with Kickstarter, and he also informed me that he was selling products on Amazon. And since Kickstarter is, launching products and raising money for those products, there was definitely some similarities. And so we both just got pretty interested in what each other were doing and ended up just swapping information. And that's when he introduced me to Amazon FBA and private labeling products and selling them on Amazon. And I was immediately interested. It seemed like, I was already doing some things that were similar, so I was able to cross over some skills that I already had. But really, more than anything, I just realized that it's a completely legitimate, hands-off, passive business model, which is exactly what I wanted to find, was just passive income. And so I saw that, and then I also saw that it was really like a type of business, an online business that anybody could create and grow and then eventually sell, because they're also legitimate businesses that can be sold in the future. So he filled me in a little bit on the business model and kind of how selling on Amazon works. But he sent me a couple links to a couple of videos of some guys that were talking about, Amazon FBA, and went a little bit more in depth, went on like a whiteboard and broke it down a little bit. And I was just like, yeah, that seems great. How do I get started? And product research is where you want to start with, selling products on Amazon. And so this guy that I was talking with on Upwork, he actually showed me how he was doing his product research. And here's a quick look at how he showed me how to do it. He showed me the bestseller section on Amazon, showed me what categories are good ones to click into, showed me how I can go through these pages and click into products, and then scroll down here to the bottom and look right here where it says bestsellers rank at this first number, the number that it's ranked in its main category, so number 30 in kitchen and dining, and then use this tool, the FBA toolkit, to see how many sales correlate with that product's sales rank. So again, the product is listed as number 30 in kitchen and dining. So we come over here under kitchen and dining, we hover our mouse, and where we see that 5, we want that to get as close to 30 as we can. So 25 and 57. So at 25, at a sales rank of 25 in the category of kitchen and dining, that correlates with 79.54 sales per day, so approximately 80 sales per day. And then 57 is right around there as well. So using this chart, we can learn that this product is making approximately 80 sales per day, which is a really high amount of sales. And if you have a decent profit margin there, that's a lot of money that you can make every single day and every single month with that product. So then the next thing he taught me is how to calculate a product's profit margin. So let's do this. And let's say the product we're looking at is silicone oven mitts. So same thing, we'd browse all of these products, come down here, look at the sales rank, grab that number, and using the FBA toolkit, figure out how many sales correlate with that sales rank. And then from there, we would estimate the product's profit margin. So we'd grab the ASIN of the product right here, open up another tab with another tool called the Fulfillment by Amazon calculator, throw the product's ASIN here into the search bar. Right here we need to put the item price, so then we would go to Alibaba.com, which is a website with a bunch of Chinese manufacturers. Type in the product in the search bar, and right here start to get an idea for how much silicone oven mitts would cost if we were to order a bunch from a Chinese manufacturer. So looks like around a couple bucks here. Then you want to include shipping. So let's just say $3. So we would put that in. Sorry, I messed that up. Item price is just the cost of the product on Amazon. So that would be this price right here, $12.47. So we'd throw that in here, or whatever the average price is of all of the silicone oven mitts. So they look to be roughly around $12 or so. It varies, but we'll just use that one for an example. So $12.47, and then down here the cost of the product is where we want to use the cost that we're finding over here on Alibaba.com, and also include a little bit extra for shipping. So we said we're going to call that $3, and then we can just hit calculate. And then now Amazon calculates based off of this product here that's already selling on Amazon that we chose to use, based off of this product's dimensions and weight. And then as we can see right here, Amazon's fees and fulfillment fees. That's for selling on Amazon and using their FBA warehouse, their hands-off order fulfillment. And down here it shows us our profit margin according to these numbers that we've inputted and Amazon's fees and everything. Also over here this graph shows us that same thing. So that was the process that I was shown, and so I would have to open up each one of these individually, scroll down to the bottom of each one of these individually, grab that number, go over here to the FBA toolkit, look it up, come back to the product listing, grab the ASIN, throw it in the FBA calculator, and just go through that process with every single individual product listing. And at the beginning that was fine. I was really stoked on the business model and determined to find a product and get this thing up and running. So I spent my time doing product research that way. And I found my first product doing research this way. I placed an order, got it up on Amazon quick, and started making sales, which was great, but it was selling a lot slower than I wanted it to. As soon as I got it up and was like a couple weeks into it, I just realized that, oh, okay, I see how this works, I get it, and I want to launch a better product that's going to capture a lot more sales and make a lot more money. Just noticed that the one I had chosen was just kind of pretty mediocre. So I basically dropped the price pretty low on that, sold through all those units, and then found another product and got that up there. But things changed when I started looking for a new product to put up there. And the reason things changed is because I became aware of a data tool called Jungle Scout that completely sped up this process and brought all of the data that I was, clicking out into individually. It brought all of that data into one compact box for me that I could read through all at once. So as soon as I heard about that, I was like, yes, sold. It only cost like I think $90 or $100, something like that. So I snagged that immediately and started doing research that way, and that really changed how I was doing my product research, how quick I could come across a product, but really like just how well I could look at different products and different product markets. Because as I just showed you guys, that's a lot of tabs you got to open up and a lot of looking at each product separately at a time, and it was just slow and it just wasn't the most efficient way. So as soon as I found out that there was a program, a data tool, it's just a Chrome extension that you can run on top of your web browser, your Chrome browser on Amazon.com. You just run this program and it pulls in all the data for every product on the page that you're looking at, and then you can analyze the data from there and gauge how many sales they're making. It tells you right there, so you don't even have to jump over here to the FBA toolkit. You don't have to snag the sales rank and go over to the FBA toolkit. It's just already there in the box, along with all the other sellers of that product as well, and also a bunch of other data. And so that's really when my product research changed and became just a million times more efficient. Found another product, got that one up, and that one I've been selling at this point over a year, and that's the product that got me to over 100,000 in sales in just that first 6 months. And it's done quite a bit more than that now. Now that you've seen how I first did my product research on Amazon and how slow that was, analyzing it product by product and sales rank by sales rank, etc., etc. I want to show you now Jungle Scout and how that really speeds up the process and makes it a million times more efficient. So back here again on Amazon.com, if we look up silicone oven mitts, this black J and orange S up here is the Chrome extension that is Jungle Scout that I'm talking about. So if I click that right now, it will run data for all the products that it shows on this page right here. The only data that it won't pull in is for these products right here because they're sponsored, meaning they're advertisements and these sellers paid to have those there. And Jungle Scout only brings in the organic data, I guess you could say. So it's only going to bring in data starting with this product right here. So I'll come up here and click that, and now all the data is loaded. And you can see the different columns here: product name, brand name, the price it's currently selling at, the category it's listed in, its sales rank, how many sales they're making each month, the revenue that they're making each month, the number of reviews on their listing, the Amazon fees that they're being charged, how many sellers are selling on that listing, and their net profit. So as you can see, like I said, you just get a ton more data all in one place, all at the same time, a million times more efficient. So if you're doing product research like the way that I showed you that I was doing when I first started, or really any other way besides using a data tool, and there are other data tools, Jungle Scout's not the only one, but it's the only one that I've ever used, and it seems to be the one that most people use. It's definitely a good one. It has worked really well, but there are other ones. But you do want to get yourself a data tool and be doing your Amazon FBA product research with a data tool. Like I said, that's what completely changed product research for me, and I am a huge fan, huge advocate of using one of these data tools to do your product research on Amazon. And if you haven't already, go check out my other videos. I show you more in depth how I do some of my product research and other various tips and tricks. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If it has, please drop a like, hit me up in the comments with any questions, smash the subscribe button. I'm going to be dropping videos constantly, but most importantly,